Thanks for coming. A couple quick comments and I'll take some questions. Great team win. Not great execution, but great team win. Tough environment. 11 a.m. game against a very good team that we have a lot of respect for. There wasn't a whole lot of motivating this week to get them ready. All you had to do was show the film. A team that just beat the tar out of Iowa the week before, and really got a lot of respect for Coach Kuehl and the way he does his business. So tough environment. First time I've ever been here. This is I don't want to see this on the schedule for a while. Certainly not November. But a great team win. Once again, I didn't say great execution all the time, but really in that kind of environment, not bad.
Play. Despite issues, JT sets the season record for touchdowns and surpassing Nebraska.
Wow.
What does that say about you?
Well, I think you can tell the kind of trust we have in him. That in that kind of environment, you have to really handpick who's going to touch the ball. And we have a lot of confidence in Zeke, and we got a lot of confidence in JT, and this kind of conditions where the ball's slick and it's like a rock when it gets that cold. And so we have a lot of confidence in him. Like I said earlier this season, we had no idea who he was. I had no idea that this is what JT Barrett is. Very clear picture of who he is now.
Tim. Yeah. Urban, the two turnovers by Jalen were huge. What was your message to him? Obviously, you kept playing and stuff. What was the sort of message to him?
Oh, he's a young player. He's a freshman that we can't do that. So, we're different than a lot of people. I don't just yank guys out of the game. And if I see someone not going hard, then that's a different story. Obviously, it's got to stop, or eventually it'll just lose its point in time. But Dontre's out, and so we got to have him be more productive. And we're going to come right back to him. That's what good teams do. They pick each other up.
Well, Urban, you guys obviously dominated the game statistically, safe with the turnovers. Kind of did everything you wanted to do, and yet it's a 7-point game. What's the move in a lot?
Outstanding. Like we're one game away from winning the East Championship. That's what it's like. And I think they want to get the heck out of here. That's what they want to do.
Todd. Urban, you don't think there's opportunity very often. I guess the name would be that what would give you a message to people looking at this on the
Oh, I'd like to see everybody in the country come up here and do this. Come up here and play in November or whatever it is. What is the date in November? Yeah, I challenge any team in the country wants to go and schedule this one in November, whatever it is, and against a very good team. Have at it. Yeah, that's our message.
Bill.
Yeah. Oh, they won it because of turnovers. I'm trying to think. Yeah, kickoff coverage is just okay. Yeah, they're very good. We're both 1 and 2, I think, in most of the rankings and special teams. They spend a lot of time on it. There's Jay Sawvell, their special teams coordinator. We coached together at Notre Dame a long time ago, and they spend a lot of time on it. They're really well coached team. I mean, that's if you asked any coach in America, I'd say, tell me about Minnesota after watching the film. That's a top 25 team. That's well coached in all 3 phases. What's that? Oh, I warmed up pretty good, so it wasn't tough on me. But the thing that was a mess was just the snow and that kind of stuff. But that like I said, any team in the country come up here in the middle of November and go play, have at it.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah. Think about that for a minute. JT Barrett took one. How far? Yeah, 86. JT Barrett took one 86 yards. Pretty good for a guy that runs a 5.40.
Come on, Coach.
With a big tail.
So a couple more questions for Coach. Back third row, Doug.
You talked about how guys are going hard and not going to take another game. But last week you just had a couple things, turnovers, and this week, what? You just have to hope.
No, you don't hope. You grind them. And we're going to grind them big time. And that you'll start seeing if that, and I got to evaluate that. That's a great question. And you don't just keep going. That's not what I mean at all. We don't yank guys that. Now, if I see that and I go back and study that there's loose ball, there's those kind of things, we'll get an opportunity to try to fix it. But then eventually they won't play. But we can't. You're right. I mean, to go on the road, think about that on the road and those turnovers and still win. Once again, I'm not saying the score would have been out of hand, but if you don't, he's going in to score one, and then he gives it up on the 7-yard line, or 10-yard line, whatever it was. But he's too good of a player that we got to get that fixed.
Okay, anybody else? Go ahead, last question.
I have a real quick question. What's the
JT's pick,
yeah, the
interception.
interception? What a case where if you put the ball in the right spot,
No, he should have thrown it to the inside, and he overthrew it. So two things you don't do on that play is throw it deep to the outside.
Coach, thank you very much. And folks, just go right across the front row, starting with Clay with questions from JT.
JT, congratulations on a single season record for touchdown. You started this year. What was the goal?
Win games. Bottom line, I mean, I didn't know I was close to that. Glad it happened, but I mean, my mindset all the time is win games and all the individual accolades come by themselves. I mean, so it wasn't really a focus on it, but glad it happened.
Is there relief getting out of here today?
Yeah, I think the way we played in the first half, my interception just fumbled, in the end zone, things like that. Things just shoot ourselves in the foot. Yeah, you could say that.
JT, you set a record today for touchdowns, county 4, and you set you're right there with Troy Smith almost with a touchdown passes in the season. Longest run from scrimmage by a quarterback. How would you describe this day?
I think it was I'd say kind of rough. Definitely going at first in the first half, but definitely got better in the second half. Just calmed down, made adjustments. Coach staff did a good job of adjustments in the second at halftime. So definitely at first rough, being that we were moving the ball, making plays, but then just not finishing it out and scoring touchdowns.
The other thing, I think last week you did have level before you played that.
Yeah.
Today you did. Did that affect you a lot when you stayed wide in the first half? How would you, what were your thoughts on that?
No, I practiced with a glove this week, so I don't think that was a big factor. I was gonna make the throws, little simple adjustments. No, I have not. Being from North Texas, it gets cold, it gets a little icy, but that's around February. And this is November, and it was cold out there.
JT, can you take me through the run where you broke the record at 86 or whatever it was? I mean, you ran about 150 and had a good curve to it. Did you have it the whole way?
Not really. So got through the line of scrimmage and see this cornerback, so I just cut it back, and then I was like, oh, there's no grass out here. So then I see like people right here, so I'm looking back and I'm like, oh snap, I better take it another way, otherwise it's gonna get me. So that was about it. But it was a good job with front blocking. Yeah, definitely.
Bob.
Have you ever had a
I think I did in high school, but I'm not for certain.
Consider yourself a guy who, this is a school record of Does that surprise you? I know it goes back to the whole hard to do bracket.
Yeah, a little bit. Knowing Braxton's ability to run, he does some freaky stuff when he has ball in his hands. But I mean, what am I surprised with that?
You consider yourself as a guy who knows he's going to go
No, not really. I feel like I have the ability to run, but I definitely don't have crazy breakaway speed like Braxton. So, that's, like I just said, I had to veer off to run away from the people that was coming after me. So Braxton, he just went straight, and he's good. So,
Back roll left, Brian.
yeah, I think they did already the speed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the off season, workouts, I'm normally in front, but that was more, conditioning, endurance, and things like that. But when we talk about it like 4.8, I'm like, man, don't play me like that. Now they talking about I was the secondary in the Big Ten. I was like, oh, now I got to be something else. That was a good defense.
We'll move forward here. Third row left, Doug.
JT, turnovers is part of the game sometimes. For you guys to make up today, is that just let this happen, or is that something that's concerning you?
I think it was just happened. I don't think it's a big concern. I think it's things that we can fix, being that inside now, I feel like they were outside and let them do that. We go inside and let them run into it, things like that. And then turnover with Jalen, just not taking balls. So it's little things that we can fix. So I think it's just happens.
What do you say to Jalen? You're a leader of the team now. What do you say to Jalen to bring you back?
Yeah, I just told him, I was like, you didn't have to do anything crazy. I mean, we all messed up in this game. I mean, our people messed up, but the thing about it is that you just keep on playing the game and try to make up for it and do something outside your character, and that's the pitch on the last team.
Last couple of questions. Todd?
Did it feel like a close game out there rather than a big kind of score when you look up to you? It's probably y'all was in a game like this. So
we didn't have a scoreboard, like you said. You would see our stats, you wouldn't think that because of the first half we had so many yards. But no, I mean it was a tough game. They were rugged on defense. They flew around, found ball routes to the ball. So yeah, I guess you would say that just being how like we played, two tough teams going against each other. So.
Final question. Bill?
I don't think the weather was a big factor. It was me and the receivers not being on one accord, and I think that's what it was. A lot on myself, not making plays, putting the ball where it needs to be. We just have to fix that. It was okay. I don't think it was anything crazy and shout out. I mean, I'm hard on myself too, but I mean, it's things that I normally do, make plays, and feel like I'm pretty accurate playing football, and then come out in a game and I'm not accurate, and talk about it. Say you're accurate, but you're not. So